Hey there viewers, welcome back to another episode of VGA PR Garage. Today I'm going to be showing you how to take your old shocks out of the rear of this Ford Fusion. Where are you? There you are. You don't belong here. Okay, so I'm hoping that as I'm driving, the camera will pick up the noise of the rear shock. It's definitely coming from this corner. We're obviously going to be replacing both. You need to do them in pairs. And this is a common thing with this car. There it is. I'll try to go over some heavier bumps so that you can hear the noise. And I don't think it's the top of the strut mount. I think it's the bottom bushing that gave out. Going over some heavier bumps. So you can really hear it. So probably the people that are watching this movie or this video are the people that know how to fix it. But if you're just someone watching it, if your partner is someone who likes to work on cars, wants to make sure that you have a safe car, all those fun things, don't wait to tell them that this stuff is wrong with, that there's something wrong with your car. I found out that there was something wrong with my car when my husband and I went out to dinner. I got in the car, started driving, and I heard this. And love my husband, but he tells me, oh, well, that just happened about a week ago, and I just thought it was something rolling around in the car. I'd rather find out by being told that there might be something with the car. Luckily, I had these parts ordered. Then find out myself. Like, just tell him. I think that he might have not have told me because he was worried I'd be angry, that like maybe he thought I would believe he did something to the car. No, this car's at 89,000 miles. Stuff's gonna start going wrong. So, just tell the person that you have in your life that enjoys making sure that your cars are safe and that they work right and they don't charge it. Just tell them first. Don't wait till they get in the car and find out there's all these problems. So hopefully you can hear it. I'm pretty sure that you can because it's pretty loud. And next thing we'll get to fixing it. So I got the car up on a jack stand. And this is the bottom of the control arm. We've got two bolts that have to be removed. And I believe they're both 15s. And I would start with removing these two bolts on the bottom. Now we've got our upper two shock mounts. I'm going to do some No Mercy reverses on these to be able to get them off because they are, I'm pretty sure, yeah, red Loctited in there. Now the whole piece will come out. We need to go ahead and save the bellows, and the cap should pop off. Again, you might notice I'm working on the other side, the passenger side. The driver's side one was the issue. But basically what happened, this mount up here on the driver's side, it had loosened up. There was rust and corrosion in there, and that was the problem. So I'm gonna unbolt this nut. Probably use some vice grips. There we go. Yeah, see there's a lot of corrosion that gets in there. And then the shaft is pretty screwed. But I'm just gonna undo this bolt and I'm gonna rebuild this entire piece, which is just a nut on top. It's a washer, then a nut. And then only just to save this bellows. All right, so I have the bellows from the original. That just goes on. Fluid film inside the strut mount. You want to make sure it goes this way. Actually, it doesn't really matter. This can go on anyway. Go like, you know, like this. It doesn't matter, it's gonna turn. You have a washer. Throw that washer on. And you have a nut, a nylon lock nut. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to tighten it up and it will stop turning eventually. There we go. And now I'm going to torque that down. Probably don't need that big of an extension. And I put the extension right back on. There we go. Now I'm going to spray fluid film down in there. Make sure that stays in there. We got our cap. We're gonna put our cap on, and now it's ready to go back on the car. So we're gonna fish the strut through, or the shock through the bottom. And you guys saw me take the bolts off. I don't think I need to have the camera down at that angle to put the bolts on. And you're going to want to start them loose so that you can put the uppers on. I say that, and these are acting a little tough for some reason. I definitely don't think that it's that one. It's not. Let's see how many sockets I can grab until I get the right one. And I know it's a 15, 18, 17, 16, 15. All right. I just want to start it more threads than what's in there. Yep, just hit me in the head. That's perfect, strut. Now that side wants to go in. Oh, okay, you're gonna die. Great. Now we got our uppers. Take one. Gonna start it. Put it in there. And then this one you're gonna wanna lift up slightly to get it in the spot to start those threads. And there we go. Let's do a little bit more with those. That's 76. Oh, don't do that. Bolt want to start rounding off. Come on, give me a click. Over the bumper. Nope, I need an extension. Alright. Don't do that. There we go. Alright. Bottom bolt. Even though you can't see it, yeah, I'm going to torque it. Got the 15. Yep, there we go. Probably made my own threads there. Probably rounded the bolt off. Little stuff, right? That's supposed to, that's beyond 35, but it won't come out. Yep. All right. So that's how you replace rear shocks on, this would be 2nd gen Ford Fusion in 2013 to maybe 2020, 2021, right before they were discontinued. And this also goes the same for Lincoln MKZs. Again, 2nd generation, same year range. Clean your tools off, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, don't forget, question, comments, I get back to everybody. See you guys next time. Bye.